So I'm rolling over in my mind this sweet baby thing, because this is actually going to end up being a bigger deal than people might think. Because once this becomes this idea of that that there's these organizations that say that what they're doing is consulting, but that what's implied when they're doing the consulting is that there is going to suddenly be a lot of bad press about their video game if they don't not just pay for consulting, but then alter the game in some way, or hire on people who Sweet Baby or the consultants say, oh, you should hire these people to design some characters, or you should put a character like this in it. And it's one of the people from Sweet Baby, actually, in the video game. Like, more and more we're starting to see, like, kind of stuff along these lines, that it's that plain and that simple. And I started thinking about how this actually, this discredits the whole consulting thing. It then actually points out how there really this idea of, okay, you can't compete. Why is there certain categories? All of these people who are consultants, there's categories that they want favored. They say these don't exist in games. They're already wrong. But they're like, you see, and then what it is no, but people like this aren't getting the money. They're not getting a whole lot of money. And so, and you're not seeing these characters that people widely pan, such as the latest iteration of the Joker. So I'm walking through it. They're openly kind of pointing out, you're going to get rolled for millions of dollars unless you favor these categories, because they can't cut it. Because these categorical groups never are able to cut the mustard, you're going to just have to hand some of them money. But first, you hand it to us, and we'll make sure it goes to the right people, or I don't know. Just like how BLM, that kind of grift. It's a good grift. It's a good grift. And apparently they got some kind of weight of professional organizations or professional connections behind them to do this. I mean, unless like somebody really does, like, start getting famous for telling them to, go take a hike off a cliff, this is pretty fascinating, though, that we're getting to openly see something very kind of like, so is the implication here that there's certain kinds of people that they just can't design good games? They're just not good at it. They're just not really creative people, Or when they create things people don't really like. Like Brie Larson dancing musical scenes in Captain Marvel and stuff like that. Like, and dancing coordinated witches and things like that, space witches in space, so I'm really, this is because it's one of those things of, I don't have to construct something. I just have to kind of walk through this logically, and I'm like, this isn't really a glowing review this is bad. This is all around bad. It's $7 million trying to put the squeeze on a company for $7 million, and that you should hire us to consult on your game because of all these sexist things you've said. But the things he said were actually really like sensible and funny. Actually, he has kind of an interesting wit, and this was, man, oh man. And now you guys are going to have to try to make this like that nobody ever lets this out of the bag again, that you guys are trying to put the squeeze on them, because then that makes people that then they could get funding from crowdfunding. They're like, yeah, we're starting to get the squeeze put on us because our game is looking pretty good and it's beta and da 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 da. And, could we get, you to donate, because these people are going to start doing this, that, and this. And they will. They will inevitably write the articles even when they get caught. And that's going to be its own interesting thing, too. But, yeah. All right, later.